love a flip over install, but I also love a seamless ponytail, and I do not have time to start over from scratch every time I want to restyle my hair. Life is busy enough, so I love a wig moment where I can just take my hair down, pin to my natural hair, put it right back in. However, most of the wigs on the market do not make for a seamless ponytail, especially because the sizing is typically off, and I don't want to always have to wear a headband when I wear my hair up. So I created my own custom reusable wig using feather crochet hair that blends like a dream with minimal leave out. I have a flawless ponytail, and it can be taken off, washed, and reinstalled in less than an hour, which is tea, because if you've ever tried feather crochet hair, it's real cute, but taking it out is not for the faint of heart. So if you want to see how I got this damn near perfect install, then let's get into it, because I'm literally obsessed. It's so tea. Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Winnie Jean. And today I got something so good for y'all. I have a concept so cold on my desk today. I don't usually toot my own horn, but toot, beep, beep, okay? Now, before we get into my crusty 3-week-old braiding pattern, let me just walk y'all through what we're doing today. I want an old-fashioned sew-in vibe. I want a good, versatile sew-in where I can wear a high ponytail, high bun, and I also want to be able to do a cute little flip over with a a mere pinch of leave out. Do I have high standards? Yes. Can I make it happen? Also, yes. Am I gonna teach the girls and the gays? Absolutely. So let's get into our accoutrement. Let's get into our tools and such. So I have the most important, the wig cap. I will link this one down below if I can find it, but you want a crochet wig cap that has seams. Why? The seamless ones stretch too much. We need a cap that has holes for crochet, but also has a little body to her. We need her to be able to hold up and to last a while, because the whole point of me making this wig is to be able to sew her on, take her off, sew her on, and to have it be like a half wig, but with maximum styling options, because we all know the average half wig, you got the little drawstring hanging out the back, it'd be a lot going on. And even if you're gonna do a headband wig, it's a difference between a high ponytail with a headband and just a cunty, slick high ponytail. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. I want it. So we have our wig cap. This is the one that I am using. It has the seams on the side and it has an elastic band around the outside. I believe this is the small hole one, micro holes. You can get micro hole, you can get larger ones, it's up to you. And you are also gonna need feather crochet hair. I would suggest at least 4 bundles, because the whole point of this is to be able to get it nice and full. And luckily, you can squeeze way more feather crochet hair onto a wig than you can actual bundles. It's only so much room for wefts, but literally each feather crochet knot is tiny. And if you really wanted to, you can put 5, 6, 7, 8 bundles of hair in it and get it really full, super customizable. To me personally, I think it's a better option. I love a good handmade weft wig, but I'm not gonna lie, a feather crochet wig hates to see me coming. One, because the hair is not easy to take out. So having it be on a wig cap, easy to remove, easy to reinstall, easy to wash, mwah, I love it. 10 out of 10, give me 100 right now. So today's video is sponsored by OMGHERHAIR. They sent me 5 bundles of their feather crochet hair. I have a bundle of 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24 inch hair. But the texture is the real tea. I am in love with their natural kinky loose wave texture. It comes in like a wand curl, and then when you wash it, it gives beachy waves, but with kinky texture as the base. It's so pretty. And to be honest, I feel like it would be really easy to blend with a lot of hair textures, whether you're relaxed, natural, anywhere in between. She's one of them ones. I fear they ate with this. Now, I've already tried this hair on a half wig, so I know how it performs, and I know that I like it. So I want to make my own wig today. Now let's get into the tea. So I'm about to show y'all my busted braid down, and I don't want to hear any judgment from anyone. I am a working woman and I work out. So these naming from the wire braids y'all about to see, I don't want to hear nothing. Not a peep. Thank you. Now, this is what we're gonna do. First things first, I need to customize the size of the cap. Why? Because these caps are made to cover your entire head. They're not really made to have leave out. So if you want to be able to have leave out, we're gonna have to customize the shape and size of the cap a little touch. So boom, we're gonna do that first. Then we're gonna crochet the hair onto the cap and get her nice and cutesy, get the wig done, right? Handle business, big business, if you will. Then we're going to sew her onto my head and do the styling and finishing touches. Hold my hand. Does that sound like a plan to you? Because it sounds like a plan to me. A solid one at that. Let's get into it. All right, feast your eyes. I have one little anchor braid over here and 4 big braids in the middle that I've just wrapped up and sewed down here. So all of this will be my leave out for my ponytail. And then I also have hair out in the front for the flip over. I was gonna redo my braids for this video and I thought, I'm teaching real people how to do their real hair, and realistically, I know I'm not the only person who keeps my braid down for like a month. I wash it once a week, but these braids are staying as is. Let's be real. We're all friends here. So, boom, this is my braiding pattern. I split the braid. The anchor braid starts from the center. Everything starts from the center, but I think it's gonna work out. So let's get into our actual wig cap resizing because, hello. All right, so this is the cap that I have. There's a 1-inch elastic band along the sides, and then the hair is split into sections. You have this, I don't know if you can really see, but there's like this section here, the crown area in the front and the back, and then the middle is in 3 sections. You'll be able to see it better once it's actually on the wig cap, but first, let's customize her if we need to. I want it to sit here pretty much all the way around, and I really don't want to cut the elastic band because that's what's giving our cap some sort of integrity and making it last. So as you can see, because I'm sitting it here as opposed to up here, we got a little slack in the cap, and that's gonna make your wig feel kind of loosey-goosey, and I don't like that. So we gotta customize her just a little bit. Now, I don't want to have any additional seams up top just so our wig can fit as good as possible. So I'm gathering up all of the excess cap in the back and we can sew it up from there. So I'm just putting all of the excess cap in a little ponytail, and then I can sew it up on my actual wig head. But I know exactly how much cap I need to remove for it to sit where I want. I like to use a tabletop wig head. Having one on a tripod and it's wiggling all around gets on my nerves. So I prefer to use a tabletop one, and all I have to do is unscrew this and I slide it onto my desk and it keeps it put. I will link this down below if you want to pick one up. I love these so much. All right, so once I have the stand on my table nice and stable, I'm gonna just pop my little wig head on top, and there we are. We can get started. All right, so this is our cap on the wig head. As you can see, we have our seams that give our wig some structure. This is gonna be the front, the sides, and then this is the back where I gathered up all of the extra cap. Now, to secure the wig, I'm gonna go in with a few T-pins. I got these from the beauty supply store, but I will link some down below for you to pick them up. And I'm just going to insert these all around the edge of the wig to keep it nice and secure while we sew everything, while we crochet everything. She's not gonna move. All right, now that she's secure, I'm going to sew around the base of this ponytail holder a couple times just to lock it in place so that once I remove the ponytail holder, I don't lose my place on the wig. And you don't have to do this step technically. If you don't mind your wig being a little soggy, you can skip this step. But I really want a perfect fit on my wig. I feel like if you're gonna take the time to make a custom wig, why not make it perfect for your head, for all your needs? So Rather than cutting this piece off, I'm actually going to just sew it down towards the back because I don't want to mess with the integrity of the cap. And we're also working with relatively big, voluminous hair today, so you're not gonna be able to see it. I'm just gonna trim the excess thread and give her a cute little double knot. Trim the excess. And this is our customized cap, right? It's a little smaller and she's ready to go. Boom. Now, this band was giving our wig lots of integrity, but she a little too thick. So I'm gonna fold her in half before we start to crochet the hair. We just gotta take our little pins out. Then I'm going to, as you can see, this is a full size. Let me zoom you guys in. This is a full size of the band, 1 inch. I'm going to fold it in half like that. And then go back in with those pins and just pin everything in place. All right, so we have our cap customized. We have the edge folded in half and we are ready to start crocheting. All right, so starting with the 24-inch bundle, I have a little technique that I wanna use for the perimeter. So taking one of the feather crochet pieces and cutting the hair off the crochet. So I just cut this little piece off and then I'm breaking it in half. Now with my crochet needle, I'm gonna go in around this band on the outside, grab the hair, pull it through, and then I'm gonna pull one of the strands through and tie it like this. And then I'm gonna go in with a drop of nail glue to hold everything in place. I'm just gonna pull it tight and let it dry. And what this is gonna do is give us a seamless blend all the way around the outside of our crochet wig. All right, so I went ahead and did that exact same technique all the way across the front, a little over than half the wig. I just didn't do this little area in the very back. I have a different technique for back there, but all across the front I did it. And now we're gonna have a nice seamless blend on our wig. I only ended up using about 10 pieces of the feather crochet hair, so I still have all of this left. So now with the full pieces in this 24-inch, I'm gonna start in the back, crocheting everything in. But I'm not gonna crochet around this band. I'm gonna start right up in here and then I'll show you from there. So I'm just going through one of the holes right by the band, grabbing the hair. So close it, pull it through, go back through, and I'm only grabbing one piece the second time, and that creates a little knot at the base. And once we start to move further up the head, I'm gonna leave more space in between the pieces, but for right now, I want them relatively close. Right, so I went ahead and, let me zoom you in, girl. I went ahead and crocheted the hair in. Now what we need to do is pull it through so that it sits under the band, not on top. So right now, all of this hair is on top of the band, like this. I need it to be under the band like this so that when I flip it up, it's tea. So after I crochet the hair in, what I'm gonna do is flip it up. Then I'm gonna go under the band through one of the holes, grab a piece of hair and crochet it through. And now it's sitting under it like this. And when you flip it up, it gives a really nice seamless effect. So I'm doing this all along the first row of the hair. And it's gonna help us to create a nice seamless effect all the way around our wig. So we can flip it in any direction. We can do a ponytail. We can do all of the things. So again, I'm just going in through the bottom, grabbing a piece of the hair and crocheting it through the bottom. All right, so this is what our ponytail is looking like so far. Nice and flat, love her down. And then our flip over in the front, love her down too. So TBH, that's the spicier part. Now, all we have to do is just fill in the middle. Super duper easy. All you want to do is make sure that you're paying attention to your spacing because we don't want to run out of hair. But child, this is the easy part. Put on your TV show, watch Game of Thrones for the 35th time. I'm personally rewatching Gossip Girl for the 106th time. No shame in my game. So we got our first row, but technically it all ended up down here. So I'm gonna go in and just start to fill everything in. I'm leaving all of the pieces about a finger's width apart. And then once I finish this first bundle of 24-inch, I will pop back in when I start working on the 22-inch. See you in a second. All right, so I got the first bundle put in. And this is all technically the first bundle because all this back here is, and I also cut this hair off the weft. So we got a lot done with her. But I want to move on to the 22-inch bundle, and we're gonna fill in this portion up in here. And just look at this texture. It's so pretty, y'all. Wrinkled it like this, and it's really pretty too when you fluff it out. I cannot wait to see what this is gonna look like with all of the layers together. It's gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna just keep filling everything in, and I will pop back in once I get finished with this 22-inch bundle. And hopefully you can see my spacing. It's not super far apart, but it's not super duper close either. I'm trying to keep it pretty moderate, but we do still have 4 more bundles to put in here. So take it with a grain of salt. See you in a second. Ooh, I finished the 22-inch bundle and she is coming out so cute. So the 22-inch is done. And I know it looks like we're running out of space, but we're not. With feather crochet, especially for wigs, you wanna make sure you pack the hair up top. So we're leaving quite a bit of space in here, but when we get to the top, we're gonna put it in there like sardines. So trust me. Now, I'm moving on to the 20-inch bundle of feather crochet, and we're gonna start to move our way up and fill it in up in here. Now, this is the area where we customized our cap, so I wanna make sure I get it nice and full to cover all of this up, make everything look nice and seamless. And again, I will pop back in when I'm finished with the next bundle. But we are making our way downtown and walking fast. It's coming together, I fear. BRB. Right, so I went ahead and finished with the 20-inch bundle. Now we're gonna move on to the 18-inch. And so far, this is what it's looking like. We got the back filled in. The hair is nice and full and fluffy. And we're starting to work our way to fill it. And we're starting to work our way to
someone is at front bow.
And we're starting to work our way towards finishing up the very top. So I'm gonna go ahead and crochet in the 18-inch bundle, and I will be right back. It's coming out so cute. All right, we got the 18-inch installed. This is what it looks like from the front. We got our little bang that we installed, and all we have to do is fill in this last little area. I'm excited. So I have my last bundle, which is my 16-inch bundle. I'm about to go ahead and crochet her on, and then I will pop back in. But so far the layers are so cute. You can already see we got some nice volume layers happening in this curl pattern. That kinky base with the curls and the waves, so cute. And now we have this relatively small area for 1 pack of hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this area, and if I need to, I might pop a couple pieces over up in here, but I'll let you know. I honestly feel like I'm just gonna focus the hair up top because I don't think I'm gonna do a super deep flip over. I kind of want just like a little something. So I may just focus on filling it in up here, but I will pop back in and let y'all know. Each bundle has been taking me maybe 20-30 minutes to install. Nothing too crazy, and luckily because we're putting it on a wig cap, we won't have to do it again. Mwah, thank goodness. So yeah, BRB. All right, I got her done. Are you ready to see the finished look with all of the hair in the wig? It's so tea, it's not even tea, it's tequila at this point, but let me just, you be the judge, because maybe I'm tripping. I could be. This is she. Get into the hairline. What? If you've ever done a feather crochet install, this hair, hold on, if you've ever done a feather crochet install, this hairline is eating. I am so excited to put her on. Oh my God. Okay, so let's get into the install and styling. We got the wig made. Let's proceed. Back to my janky braid, and I still don't want to hear a peep. So I got my leave out in the front. We got our leave out in the back. And before we install the hair, I need to add a little bit of heat protectant because I'm gonna have to wand curl my hair to make it blend. Today, I'm gonna go for the Paul Mitchell Clean Beauty Heat Styling Spray. I'll link it down below if y'all are interested, but I love a little clean beauty moment. I literally just need a little moisture, a little heat protectant, nothing too crazy. Just gonna comb it through and get it nice and evenly distributed. I don't know why that word just ate me up like that. And then I'm just going to loosely twist the hair out the way so it's easier for us to go ahead and sew everything down. I need to be able to see. So I have my leave out twisted up and out of the way, and now I'm going to just go ahead and sew the wig onto my anchor braid. But first we gotta make sure that she fits. Let's see, where is the center? This is a lot of hair, but she fits nice and snug. Let's sew her down. All I'm gonna do is scoop the hair right in front of the hairline, and I'm just sewing through the wig and through that anchor braid. I like to start with one short needle so I can get it secured onto my head, and then I go in with the longer one and I can do the actual whole perimeter. So I'm just going section by section and sewing the wig onto my perimeter braid all the way around. All right, I have her completely sewn on. I'm loving the volume, I'm loving the texture, but we gotta clean up this cut a little bit and blend the layers together. So I'm just gonna part out a section from the top of my head to behind my ear, and let's brush it out and trim it a little bit. All right, so I went ahead and blended all of the layers, and now I want to give my hair a little wand curl so it blends a lot better with the extensions. All right, I have my wand curl with the pencil tip on, and I put it on 390. I'm about to just go ahead and give my edges a little wand curl to blend everything, and then I will pop back in so we can get into the finished look. This part should be pretty straightforward. And I don't want it to be perfect. I still want a lot of texture on my natural hair, so I'm not gonna straighten it first or blow dry it out. I want it to be lots of texture. I'm just adding a little curl to my natural hair so it blends a little better. I'm kind of rubbing it on my roots, because again, I'm not flat ironing it first, so it's not gonna be super duper perfect. And then I'm just giving the ends a little curl. It took me about 5 minutes to do all of my edges, and I will be right back. Oh, I'm so obsessed. Oh, I'm gonna start acting funny. I can feel it. Baby hair time. I am thoroughly obsessed, as I knew I would be. I wanna thank everybody who's made it this far in the video, who believed in my vision. I wanna thank my mom. I wanna thank God. I wanna thank, let me stop playing. But in all seriousness, I feel like I deserve an award, or bare minimum, a participation trophy, a little medal, if you will, because look at the material. I feel like a young Diana Ross, and I'm indeed about to start acting really funny. I'm about to start just being real extra, you know what I mean? You can't be a simple, sweet girl with this big, beautiful, bodacious hair. Like, you gotta be a bitch. I don't make the rules. But no, seriously, the blend is insane. What? It's so full. Cleaning up the cut really made a huge difference. Of course, I had natural layers in the hair by using a different lengths, which saves a lot of money, because buying 5 bundles of 24-inch and cutting it, not that smart. So having that 16 to 24-inch range and then connecting the layers with the cut saves money, saves time, and saves hair. You don't want to be chopping up half of your bundles to get this look when you could save money and get the look. Like, hello. The texture of this hair is stunning. I have a workout tomorrow, so I'll probably go ahead and wash it after the workout just to see what the natural curl pattern is giving, but this is literally straight out of the bag, and I cannot stop looking at my viewfinder, and that is always a sign that I'm feeling really, really cunty. Hello, let me show you the back and then we'll get into the ponytail. This is the back. Look how full it is. What? Trotting down the street with the curls for the girls? I'm never taking this off. This is going to be in heavy rotation this fall. Get into the layers, get into the volume, the body. Ponytail time. And it is gorgeous. Super flat. I am in love. Get into the ponytail, high bun. It literally looks like my natural hair. A little half up moment would be so cute, especially with all this volume. It's like literally perfect. And my hair is blending so good. What? It's giving black Topanga. I don't know. I don't understand the science of it because it's not exact, but it's just a vibe and I'm feeling it. All right, this is the finished look. I hope that you guys really enjoyed today's video. It came out perfect. If you're looking for a super versatile install that you can actually wear for an extended period of time, this is for you. You have maximum volume, maximum movement. The texture is gorgeous and it's reusable. If you want to invest in some feather crochet hair, you like a nice versatile install, this is for you. I love you so much and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're not yet, make sure you're subscribed. We're almost at 100K and it would mean the world to me. I promise you the content is fire. Like this video if you like this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye babes.